When two Ukrainian fighter jets sliced through the night sky toward Moscow, no one realized what was coming. In just 16 minutes, they would deliver one of the most precise, audacious strikes in modern history, turning $620 million worth of military infrastructure into smoking wreckage. The mission wasn't about numbers, it was about nerve. 2 aircraft, 4 missiles, 0 detection. And a capital city that believed itself untouchable until that night. Now, deep inside Russia's radar network, something faint flickers across the screens, and a deadly game begins. 2:14 a.m. The night over Belgorod is silent until faint radar signatures begin to appear. The operators stare at the screens. 2 moving dots, low, erratic, almost crawling across the border. Too fast for drones, too slow for missiles. Confusion ripples through the room. Russian commanders on duty hesitate. Probably clutter, one officer mutters. No scramble order is given. That hesitation, just a few seconds, becomes the difference between interception and disaster. Then, without warning, static floods the comms grid. The interference is powerful, deliberate. The NABO-M radar array starts to lose resolution, its sweeping arms scanning, but seeing nothing but ghosts. Across the defense corridor, entire channels go dark. Meanwhile, 224M fencers from Ukraine's 7th Tactical Aviation Brigade cut through the low clouds, hugging the terrain at 900 kilometers per hour. Their ALQ jammers hum softly, spreading an invisible veil of confusion over the Russian Air Defense Division below. At Moscow's southern radar ring, operators suddenly lose contact with their forward tracking stations. The chain of surveillance collapses like falling dominoes. No alarms, no sirens, just static and silence. Could 2 aircraft really be closing in on the capital unnoticed?
2:36 a.m. The fencers rise sharply through the mist, climbing to 3,000 meters. In the cockpit, instruments glow green. No radio chatter, just breathing, just countdowns. Coordinates locked, targets pre-programmed for the northern edge of Moscow. One by one, the pilots flip their master arms switches. 4 Storm Shadow cruise missiles roar to life, slicing through the darkness at nearly 1,000 kilometers per hour. At 60 meters above the ground, they skim treetops and river valleys, low enough to evade radar, fast enough to outrun a response. Inside Russian Air Defense Command, alarms finally flare. The S-400 operators catch multiple returns on their screens, but the data is scrambled by the jamming field. Decoys, one supervisor snaps. Interceptors launch in the wrong direction, burning through millions of dollars in missiles that hit nothing but empty sky. The real storm shadows stay invisible, weaving through the forests of Ural region, guided by digital terrain maps. Each missile knows exactly where it's going. Moscow's outskirts, the heart of its radar network. 5 minutes down, 11 to go. Who would spot the incoming warheads first, radar or the flash on the horizon?
2:35 a.m. The first storm shadow tears through the low clouds and dives. A white-hot streak flashes across Khimki district. Then impact. The explosion rips through an air defense command node, flattening antenna towers and shattering reinforced glass across a 2-block radius. Communication arrays vanish in an instant. 4 seconds later, the second missile arrives. It slams into a maintenance complex housing radar components and avionics crates. The detonation ignites stored fuel, sending a column of fire 200 meters into the air. Shockwaves roll across the city's northwest quarter. Security cameras flicker and freeze, then capture 2 brilliant orange blooms painting the skyline. On social media, Muscovites flood feeds with shaky videos of unknown flashes north of the capital. Some think it's a gas explosion, others know better. Power grids trip offline, generators groan to life. For the first time, the capital's defenses realize they've been struck by weapons launched from beyond their reach. Inside command bunkers, voices overlap. Where did they come from? How many? No one has an answer. Just fire, smoke, and silence. Could Moscow's defenses recover before another wave followed?
2:37 a.m. Sirens wail across Moscow, 2 full minutes too late. Streets fill with flashing lights as emergency convoys push through the smoke drifting from Khimki. The city that never expected war now trembles under its own alarms. Inside the Ministry of Defense, chaos unfolds. Officials rush between secure phones and darkened monitors, trying to confirm whether this is an isolated strike or the start of something larger. Full-spectrum radar scans begin, but half the sensors feeding the early warning grid are already offline. In the debris fields, Russian intercept teams in armored trucks scramble to recover fragments. Twisted metal shards reveal something foreign, markings unmistakable to any analyst: storm shadow. That single discovery confirms the unthinkable. Back in Kyiv, a quiet room of Ukrainian analysts watches satellite feeds. 2 Su-24Ms reappear on screens, low and fast, already crossing back over friendly territory. They never broke radio silence. The mission timer reads 16 minutes flat. By the time Moscow's fires are contained, $620 million in radar systems, command hardware, and aircraft components lie in ruins. The capital's outer defenses, once considered impenetrable, stand exposed. Would Russia retaliate immediately, or rethink its entire air defense posture? By dawn, the world knows. Satellite images reveal blackened tarmac, shredded radar shelters, and the smoldering remains of one of Moscow's key command hubs. The operation is over, but its echo is just beginning. Military analysts dub it the 16-minute war. 2 aircraft, 4 missiles, 0 losses. The numbers don't sound real, yet they're already reshaping how nations think about air defense. Power, it turns out, isn't always in volume. Sometimes it's in precision. NATO observers confirm what few believed possible. A pair of aging Su-24Ms, upgraded and guided by data links and stealth tactics, had defeated one of the densest anti-air networks on Earth. Storm Shadow missiles, each costing a fraction of the systems they destroyed, prove that timing and technology could outperform brute force. Markets react within hours. Defense firms surge. Investors race toward counter-drone and radar innovation stocks. Meanwhile, inside Russian circles, quiet panic replaces bravado. If 2 jets could do this, what could 10 accomplish? Ukraine's message to the world is silent but clear. Agility beats size. Precision beats noise. And the next war won't be fought by who fires first, but by who goes unseen longest. What does this mean for future wars fought under radar shadows?
The 2-jet assault on Moscow will be remembered not for its destruction, but for its lesson. It showed that speed, stealth, and precision can bend the balance of power faster than any army on the ground. In just 16 minutes, a new era of warfare began, one where timing and intelligence outweigh sheer firepower. Across the world, military planners are taking notes, because if 2 jets could silence a capital's defenses, what happens when more nations learn to fight in the dark? Subscribe for more real-time military breakdowns and frontline stories that reveal how modern wars are truly fought and won. 16 minutes, 2 jets, a world forever changed.